present our award winner tonight, Mr. Smith. Please welcome once again from ESPN, Pittsburgh's favorite, Merrill High.
Bob, thank you. I'm extremely honored to highlight a special man, Aaron Smith, and his family. But before I get to what's really most important about why they're here tonight and Aaron Smith, it's kind of interesting what sports are about, and especially playing in the NFL, the bond you create. I kind of reflect back when the Steelers won Super Bowls and had a dominant defense. I would call around and ask offensive coordinators, what is the most difficult thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers? Was it their great linebackers? Was it Troy Polamalu? Every offensive coordinator I ever talked to, and why I highlight these guys, because they're the ones that ultimately have to handle this Steeler defense. These two cats' names always came up, Brett Kiesel and Aaron Smith. What I find special tonight is Brett Kiesel is side by side with Aaron Smith tonight. I'm going to sum this up with really one word. For those of us who have kids, if you just imagined being told your son or your daughter was diagnosed with cancer, I can't imagine that. And in 2008, 5-year-old Elijah was diagnosed with leukemia. Now, I do not know the exact levels of courage, but I can tell you this, that Aaron Smith and his family have displayed that the things he has learned on a football field have applied to the greatest battle that his family has ever faced. Aaron Smith will go down as one of the greatest defensive ends to ever play. Those who really know this game, he's one of the greatest ever, not just in Steeler history, ever, but how he has led his family and the courage he has displayed, and Elijah's courage, is why we're here tonight. And with that said, I would like to have Aaron Smith come up and has received the Lending Heart Friends Award tonight. Aaron?
You know, it's funny, I'm not much for being honored, and Merrill obviously makes me greater now that I'm retired than I was when I played. You did much too much for me, Merrill. You know, it's funny to be honored because I don't feel special. You know, there's so many of us that have dealt with this and so many families. And in 2008, my son was diagnosed with leukemia. My world came crashing down. And, you know, and what Lending Heart does, it supports those families. And I was fortunate to have friends like Brett Kiesel and guys on the team that could rally around me and be around me and come alongside me. And, you know, it's just such a benefit because when that world comes down, sometimes you feel like the only person in that cave is you and your family. And they need all the support that they can possibly get and all the help. And I just want to say what you guys are doing here is very special. You're making a difference in people's lives that you will never, ever understand the impact that it has. And I am so appreciative. And guys, really honestly, the one that I have to tell you that should be up here is my son Elijah. You know, I think when you have a child, as a father to a son, you think of all the things you're going to teach him. And when I watched him fight this disease and beat this disease, he taught me more about being a man and strength from inside than I've ever taught him. He's taught me more in his those 11 years that he's been alive on this planet than I possibly taught him. And I think he's the one that truly needs it. And all the other families that deal with this and fight this every day, and the kids that are battling, are the ones that really need to be deserving and honored in this situation at all times. Thank you so much.
Merrill, would you please hand the award to Aaron? We forgot about that. That's a unique looking award too. It's beautiful. And it, like I said, Merrill won it last year. After Mark presented, now we continue. By the way, Elijah, why don't you stand up? Elijah, stand up and take a bow. Because you're the one who won it. There you go. Congratulations to the entire Smith family.